Hey guys, Chloe here. So a couple of packages came in last week and honestly the timing could not be more perfect. Like, not to be cheesy, but it's kind of like fate. So basically, if you don't play Genshin, or if you do but you're somehow unaware, there is a new version update coming in a few days as of this recording. And one of the characters I'll be unboxing today will be making an appearance in an event in this update. And I just thought it was neat that she finally arrived after so many delays and stuff, just in time for her next appearance in the game. I don't know, isn't that like kind of sus? And the other figure I'll be unboxing is a character that if you squint really hard, kind of looks like Yae Miko. I'm kidding, please don't come for me. In all seriousness though, if I had a grail figure, right, she would probably be one of them. Anyways, let's get right into it because I am super excited to open these figures up. Alright, so first up is the 1/7 scale figure of Klee from Genshin Impact from mihoyo. Right off the bat, I think her box is very cute and matches her pretty well. It has her name and her constellation on it, and just some screenshots of the figure itself. And here she is out of the box, fully assembled because no one needs to see me struggle with plastic. But yeah, she was very nicely packaged inside. She had a block of foam in between some of the Jumpty Dumpty bomb pieces. I think that's what they're called. But yeah, I was kind of scared at first of removing the foam block because it was like pretty tightly packed in there. But after a few trial and error, I realized I could just like kind of like tightly squeeze the foam block and push it out slowly. And that did the trick. And there was like additional plastic coverings just around the base to protect it as per usual. And I didn't know this, but the grass part of the base is textured, so that was a nice surprise. And there was another foam block wedged between, or I guess it was taped around one of the pieces on the base. I had to grab a knife and cut it out, like just because I couldn't find the tape opening. Yeah, very nicely packaged. Thanks, mihoyo. So I mentioned in my pre-orders video that I had cancelled her before because of a bunch of figures getting delayed and Klee not being that high on my priority, but then I ended up regretting it pretty much immediately and ended up ordering her again when it opened. Her pre-orders opened back up a couple months later. And I'm really glad I ended up getting her in the end because she is so cute, and honestly, like, I'm kind of like surprised at how nice this is and how much I like it. Like her sculpt and the details on the figure and the base, like, I'm surprised. Like, I remember thinking that 17,000 yen for such a tiny figure, because you know Klee is a tiny character, she's like a child, right? Yeah, I thought 17,000 yen for a 1/7 scale of a tiny character was like pretty expensive, but like after seeing this in person and seeing like the amount of details on it and how like perfectly sculpted it is, I just think it's like kind of worth that price. Like, I'm not even the biggest Klee fan. Like, I wouldn't pull for her in gacha, but figures. For real though, I do like her as a character. I think she's really cute. I'm glad I picked up her figure, even though it was kind of a journey. Yeah, I'm so happy to add her to my collection. She is just really nice, guys. If you like Klee and you have the money to get her, I highly recommend getting her. Alright, the second and final figure for today is the 1/8 scale figure of Yae Sakura from Honkai Impact 3rd by Apex and mihoyo. Okay, so this figure is one that I've actually wanted for a couple years now, like even back before I even started collecting figures or anything anime related. I just remember seeing pictures of her online somewhere and thinking that it was like a really pretty figure. But even after I started collecting figures and stuff, I just never picked her up because I knew how expensive she was in the aftermarket, and I just kind of accepted over the years that I never have her because of that. And then one night I just kind of realized that I've definitely paid worse prices in the aftermarket for other figures. So at 2 a.m. on a random January night, I just kind of looked her up on Mercari Japan and just pulled the trigger on her. And that was that. So here she is. Okay, right off the bat, 100% the most beautiful box and also the heaviest box for a figure that I've ever received. It's so pretty. There's like an outer plastic layer covering that also has like a pink to clear gradient and also has sakura petals falling down. Oh my god, it is so pretty, guys. And after very slowly removing it, because it was like, it took a while actually, you get the box itself, which has these glossy, I'm assuming like sakura petals too, but in clear gloss coating. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's there. And when you open up the actual box, it's actually like velcro together. So when you open it up, it's like a fold out. And oh my god, this is like, I feel like I'm opening up a present. This is so beautiful. What the hell? I feel like I'm more amazed with like the box and the packaging than I am with the figure like right now. What the heck? Look at it, it's so pretty. Okay, I managed to stop drooling over the box and assemble her. Overall, it was pretty easy to put it together. I did struggle a bit with putting the acrylic part of the base into the plastic circle base. It wouldn't go in like easily, so I kind of had to force it in, and I was scared that I would break the plastic base, so that was a little nerve-wracking, but it did go in eventually after praying that it wouldn't crack it. So putting on Yai Sakura on the branch, it was kind of tricky at first because I didn't know how she was going to be supported on it. Turns out there's a magnet on her like butt or on the branch that she sits on, but she was still a bit wobbly. And then I realized after consulting the instruction manual once more that there's like a little peg on the branch where her heel can actually go in. So after that, it was pretty okay, but I still found it to be a bit wobbly, but not like if there was an earthquake, I feel like she would topple over, but if I just shake it, it's just like fear. I think I'll buy some like museum putty or something to help her like stay on the branch a bit more securely, because I'm just really scared that she's gonna fall over and break or something. I really don't want that to happen. She also has 2 additional pieces that you have to attach. One is like the little feather thing on her side. This one I was kind of scared I would break the peg on it because it looks pretty thin. And I had to like kind of like really push it in. I'm not 100% sure if it went in all the way, but it's in. And for her fan, there's no like actual dedicated like peg or anything, so you just kind of fit it into her hand, and for the most part it stays wherever you put it, but if you shake it hard enough it will fall off, so there's that too. Alright, so the actual figure itself, where do I even start? Alright, the shading on her hair is so good. I love it. It's like pink to a lighter shade of pink gradient. The seam line could be better from where like her bangs are and where her ears kind of attach, but it doesn't really bother me too much. Her ears are really nice too, especially like the little gold earring part and like the fluffiness inside the ear. Her face and her expression are amazing. I love it. Overall, I do think everything's pretty much perfect to me. I guess one thing would be like the sakura flowers on the branch kind of become blobby, other than like the few standout pieces. There is a bit of a paint bleed on her dress. That's unfortunate. I'm not sure how it even got there because there's nothing touching that, but not a big deal. The cloth on the branch has this like translucent gradient. I just like, I'm really digging it. I keep looking at it. I don't know. There's something about it. I really love it. It adds like what is it supposed to be? I just think, you know what, it adds to the figure. I like it. I really like it. Yeah, so overall, I love this figure so much. Even just from like the box, I was in love, right? Seeing the figure, I am even more in love. Is she my favorite figure now in my collection? I don't even know. Like, I'm just so happy to finally have her after like years of like wanting her. I'm really happy that I have her at long last, and I will treasure her for years to come. Alright guys, so those are the two figures I have for today's videos. I'm so excited to finally have both of them. I did spend a lot more time talking about the Yae Sakura one than I did Klee's, but that's only because I wanted her for so long. Basically, if I had Grails, I think she would have been like the one. But yeah, I'm so happy to have both of them. I am absolutely pleasantly surprised with both of them, especially Klee's. I think how she came out, I didn't expect her to be like as nice as she was. And of course, Yae Sakura was very stunning and beautiful and amazing. Even just from the box, I was amazed. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. It was a smaller, I guess, haul than the last video. Basically, I didn't want to wait any longer to open these two particular figures because I've been looking forward to them for so long. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!